We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
19.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. That catch certainly easier than the one Tyler Lockett made in the back left corner of the end zone. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 46 yards. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
Go. 280. Hey, stack.
54. Get ready.
Now Wentz on third down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth.
It's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Their boy down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Hey, foxtrot.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Stay with your man.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Already at the line. No, already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Sproles, but it's going to be second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control, and you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
38, Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll hit Jackson, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's tipped up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, Charles, 18 of the 32 teams have now played 8 games, half their season. The other 14 will reach the midway point next week, so we'll save the midseason grades and awards until then. But
Thank you. I like that.
We'll wait on that. But let's look at a few underperforming teams thus far that have played 8 games, and you tell me what you think their final record's going to be. Now, let's start with the Chargers at 3-5.
Big win in Chicago on Sunday. I like them to go 5-3 down the stretch, and that gives them 8 wins. Actually, have them go 6-2. I think they're going to go 9-7.
Ooh, right there on the edge of the playoffs. Okay, let's stay in the AFC West. How about the Broncos at 2-6 right now?
I just don't see that offense improving. I think that they win 2 more games and go 4-12.
Okay. And Giants 2-6. They're underperforming.
Yeah, but their schedule really lightens up on the back end. They're playing hard. I'm going to give them 6 wins, 6-10.
Lastly, I might duck under the table when you answer. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, he'll find Valor out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
We got 4. We got 4.
On third down, Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum now, zapped right back in the other direction. Now it's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's going to fire this thing deep right. He's got a man complete. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And now it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got him in. Open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 37 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Carson. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. There's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Dixon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Flush to his right. He lets it fly for Lockett. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. Drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A solid pay, very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Wentz now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator's probably nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run the screen with Carson. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would because...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 66 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll run on first down. Carson. At 5 before it's all said and done. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Carson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Well, sometimes a tough game to figure out. One play he looks so good, and then the next play so bad, going backwards.
Yeah, in a span of 2 plays, you go from hero to GOAT, right, to use one of the cliches. But I think what often happens is you have a big run, and sometimes you try and do too much with your next one.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This is Carson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And it's third down.
Come on. Slam.
He can run for it, and he will. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They run for it with Carson, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
49, check 49, check 49.
Check your hot read. Shit.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, Charlie.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
81.
Now Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Eagles have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
He'll look to throw. Dumps this one around at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Wilson to throw. They'll roll him out. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over. At the 31-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And he is...